Hi. Well, rolling down 65, coming into Vicksburg, Mississippi, and thought I would make a quick video on something that's been rolling through my brain on this drive. And it's been quite a drive because I'm pulling this beast behind me, and well, I'm paying for the trip, so mileage matters. So had a little bit of time to think, and been wanting to work on the videos and such, and me speaking in front of the camera, and the best way to get good at something is to do it, and to do it again and again and again. So here we are, and as I said, we'll be rolling into Vicksburg here shortly. Be reunited with my little Crude. I'm sure he'll be happy to see his papa. And we can get a game plan on how we're going to tackle this. Basically starting up tomorrow. We should be on the grapple. And the job will commence. A couple little notes, I guess. More memoirs for myself. And what it is that I do, because I do so many things, or I've done so many things. But I think when I thought about it, the common denominator is when I see opportunity, and where the opportunity makes the most sense, be the most advantageous and lucrative, I guess. And I guess that's kind of shallow or whatever to think of it in a money sense, you know, because it isn't all about money. Yes, it does make life easier. The more money you have, the easier your burden will be for, say, paying bills or getting that car or that home and raising that family. But money doesn't buy happiness. That's something different. And for me, when I take on an opportunity, it's going to be a challenge. And the more difficult the challenge, the more sweeter the success. And that sense of achievement, that's what makes me happy. And that's what I do is because it makes me happy. Being able to achieve stuff I've set. Yeah, stuff that I've, once again, words are evading me now that I'm on camera. As I sit here and think about it, in my head, easy. As I speak, stumble. But it will get better. It always does. So, right, stuff I set off for, and once I do accomplish it, seems like the harder the task and the more rewarding it is, the sweeter it is. And I guess the reward is we'll say, in the sweetness. So here we are, starting storm season with kind of a new partnership. Consequently enough, as I was leaving the Bakken, I had two amazing opportunities. And what's funny is this kind of goes back to knowing what you want to do, envisioning it. And if you would have asked me a year ago what I was striving for, I would have told you having multiple trucks running in the oil field and turning a great profit. Well, that's exactly what I just had offered to me. And it seems that oil is making its comeback, and I am in a sweet spot to where I could take advantage of that opportunity, to where I could have made my vision from last year a reality. But I gave this man my word that I would do this and help him, and you know, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed with me coming down here, or the opportunity that I saw in this from a week ago. The only thing that's changed is more opportunities have come up. So that just means I have options. And it's great to have options, because then you're not per se backed in a corner where you have to maybe settle for something less than you're worth, you know. That's probably something I struggle with, something that I'm getting better at, you know, is settling for less than what I'm worth. And it just is time consuming. It's just time consuming, because at the beginning that happens because I'm always on a learning curve. But then as time progresses, whoever I'm working for sees the value I bring and the passion I bring, because whatever I do, I am passionate about. And I dive into it, and I am relentless. And that's why I'm so successful at accomplishing everything that I set out for. And I'm not saying that I don't fail, because I promise you, I am a beast at failure. But I look at it as, if I don't try it, there is absolutely zero chance of being successful. But if I do try it, and I am systematic about it, there is the possibility of success, and I will be learning stuff. I will be learning stuff. That is for sure, 100%. And later in life, chances are I will be able to utilize that, or offer something I've learned to someone else that may need something in my toolbox. It happens all the time. So anyway, opportunity, and that's why I do what I do. I was just able to go through 2 cities, 1 town, 1 city that I previously lived in, and visit 2 old friends that I hadn't seen in a while. Yep, it's great. If opportunity ever arises to visit with friends or family, take advantage of it, because you don't know what happened tomorrow. What will happen tomorrow? You don't know. I mean, you just don't know. They may not be there tomorrow. You may not be there tomorrow. And what's going out of your way an hour or 2 to visit with someone you care about? I mean, it's priceless. It's priceless. And it just goes back to seeing an opportunity and doing, you know? Know what you want. Sit down, think about it, get in your space, and where do you want to be? And then grab a pencil and paper and put it down. And then figure out how you're going to get there. Such a small step, and you think it's inconsequential, but it's not. You're taking a thought and you're making it a reality. You're putting it on paper. That's a step. That's a step by putting it on paper. And now your brain is going to remember that stuff. And as you're doing other things throughout the day, you may see something on your list of things that you can knock out right then and there. There may be a special bank account. It may be a special license. It may be as simple as seeing somebody or meeting somebody that does what you're trying to do. So then you'll already have a list of obstacles or tasks that need to be done for you to get to where you want to be. So you'll already be ready to ask them questions. It's simple, overlooked, you know. It's the little things, like pick up your room, be a little bit more organized per se. I mean, that room is essentially a representation of yourself. I promise you, I was bad about that. I'm not the most organized person because I have so much stuff going on. But and this is crazy, because this is what it used to take for me to clean my house. Because remember, I've never been married, I have no kids, and I basically have lived alone for basically most of all my life. So the only person I really had to answer to in my house is the guy in the mirror. And the last 16 months, Little Crude. But Little Crude can be just as big a mess as me. Yeah, in the past, I would actually call the cable guy or the phone person, some service person that would have to come over. And I would pick up the house so he wouldn't walk into a mess. That's what it used to take for me to clean my house. Crazy. And I just looked at it, well, whatever it takes. I never gave it much more thought than that. But recently, I've been doing, well, not recently, I've been doing this. Anytime I go and I watch a lot of YouTube and inspirational stuff, because that's what I fill my head with. That's what I want. You know, if I see something that someone else has, I do as they've done. And I do what makes sense. And so recently I was watching a guy named Jordan Peterson. Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. And he was talking about simple things, such as picking up your room. So I tried it. I did it. And I know this has happened in the past, but it was rare that I actually picked up my house for no reason. For absolute, no one was coming over. There was no repercussion. It was just to do it. That was rare, because I always put value on accomplishing something else, like laundry. It's like, who wants to fold laundry? I just put it on the bed. I'm going to be wearing those jeans tomorrow anyway. Why fold them? I mean, I'd rather be painting something or creating something. Stuff like that made more sense to me. But I went and I picked up my room. I picked up the house. And I did a load of laundry. And I folded a load of laundry. And it was a crazy feeling of accomplishment. And it was very unexpected. I promise you that. Very unexpected. And I did it again. And so, as a result, like right now, always under the gun, we always have a deadline of some sort, you know, and that big ass trailer I'm pulling behind me, which is now my home, is a partial disaster because I haven't had time to actually find a place for everything, because I have so much stuff, and it's not stuff related, all over the place. Kind of like my videos, all over the place, meaning like I got a bunch of airbrush stuff, I got a bunch of pinstriping stuff, vinyl cutting stuff, truck tools, God, you name it. I mean, it's just a lot of unrelated stuff, but stuff that I know how to do, and I'm pretty proficient in all those, because, well, that falls back to my passionate side. Anything I do, I'm very passionate about, so I get good at it, because I'm very critical of myself and so forth. But anyway, I see this video's gone on long enough. So, anyway, till the next video, which will be on a grapple. Yep, put it down on paper. Make it happen. It will work, I promise you.